Oh, we're talking Wallenpaupack Girls Soccer. Katie Skolenko, the assistant coach for the Lady Buckhorns, here on the show. And Katie, let's talk about this year. What are we looking at for the 2017 season with the Lady Buckhorns?
Well, we're happy to be returning 9 starters. We're going to be senior heavy this year, so that's exciting too. We bring in a lot of kids with a lot of experience. We're just really excited to start up in August and see what happens. Let's
talk about the leadership with all those seniors. What kind of leaders do you have this season?
We have a lot of experienced players. They've been playing in the off season with other teams, and they've been training with us for a long time. I've had the privilege of coaching a lot of them since junior high. We've had our fair share of winning, we've had our fair share of challenges and some heartbreak, so they've kind of experienced a little bit of everything. So they have a lot of good experience to draw from.
As far as the confidence right now, summer workouts, getting ready for the season, where are they at confidence-wise?
Our summer training, we usually focus on really just going out, playing, having fun, meeting some of the junior high kids, working with them a little bit. So really, I think we're in relaxed mode still. Once we hit August 14th, then things start to get hyped up real quick.
Let's talk about the overall schedule this year and some of the teams that you'll play against in the league and the competition.
I think the competition for us has always been good. We've tried to make sure that any sort of crossover games, any sort of exhibition games, we make sure that we're playing good competition. We're trying to get some competition in the Wyoming Valley Conference, as well as we have a pretty good division right now in the Lackawanna League as well.
As far as offensively or defensively, do you see a strength this year on the team with all those starters back, or you're pretty balanced?
I think balanced. I think there's always that, we always seem to have a really strong defense. We were extremely strong last year defensively, let in very few goals. Offensively, we've seen a lot of kids step up in the recent past. Even in the summer, we've seen a lot of kids put their foot on the ball and put it in the back of the net real easily. So we're excited to see what happens offensively. We are fairly balanced as far as who's returning. We have a little bit of everyone is returning. So that sets us up nicely to move forward, continue some defensive dominance, and also have some kids step up and score some goals for us offensively.
Let's talk about the defense and keeper. Give me some names there that we could expect to be making an impact this year.
Sure, we've got Olivia as our keeper, returning with a lot of experience as well. We've got a lot of anchors on the defense. Claire Carfor coming back with some experience. Even looking to the midfield, we have some really versatile kids who can play in the center mid for us. A lot of them have history of defense. We've got some freshmen coming up as well to kind of supplement here and there. So I think it'll be exciting to have so many kids returning and have some new kids in the mix as well.
How about dedication with numbers for girls soccer at Wallenpaupack? Where are we sitting at? And does it seem that you have a thing for years to come where these girls are liking the game and hopefully playing the game and keeping the program strong?
Yeah, we've noticed, in the last 10 years or so, the commitment of the kids to play in the off season, to play for some travel teams, to train with us has just been growing and growing and growing. We've got a lot of girls right now. They love to play. They love to play all year round, and we're really excited about that. We've always had, we tend to turn out the whole program, between high school and junior high. We usually turn out about 50 kids, and we've been pretty consistent around that number. We have very good coaching at the junior high level, and we're carrying a lot of those kids all right up through the high school program. So we're excited that kids just want to play. They want to play with us. They want to play in the off season, and they come out and train and show up for our summer kick-arounds, and we're just excited to have kids who love to play.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Thanks for coming to Arcaro and Janelle.
No problem. Thanks.
Talking Wallenpaupack Girls Soccer. Claire Carfor is with us here at Arcaro and Genell. And Claire, you're a senior, so I'm sure exciting time. So what are your expectations for this coming year?
Well, I'm expecting that our team, we have a lot of players coming back. We're going to be pretty solid, be able to push some teams, be able to challenge them, hopefully win a lot this year.
What's it going to take to win? Obviously, when you have a lot of returning starters, that's a great start. You got to still go out and compete against some really good teams. Talk about that good group of girls coming back.
We have a lot of seniors that are returning from last year. Quite a few starters. We have Olivia Gregory in the goal. Jamie Falgi in defense, me in defense. We have depth that we'll be able to pick up in their spots. It will take a lot of hard work and teamwork to pull it all together, but I think our team is solid enough to do that.
Three-sport athlete. Let's talk about you being a busy young lady and what you like about each sport. Take us through your whole season.
Soccer, I have to say, is my favorite out of all of them. I don't know. Something about the season just makes me happy and I just love playing it. Swimming, I just did it this year. I swam before I swim in the summer, and I decided to join the school team, and it was actually one of the best decisions I've made. It got me in better shape, it made me a better athlete altogether, and the team, like, it was a great team. I was glad to be a part of it.
How about track and field?
This season didn't go as well as I was hoping, but it's still, like, again, the coaches push me and push everyone else to be the best that they can, and it's not about being the best, but being the best for yourself and getting a better time or beating yourself, not beating others.
And as far as your future endeavors, college just a year away, so I think you have an idea on that college track. What are you looking at, and what kind of school are you thinking of?
I'd like to major in pharmacy, and there's not a lot of schools that offer that, but there are a few in the state, like Temple, Duquesne, which are about in the same area, but also looking into schools like there's the University of Connecticut, schools like also probably down south as well.
So you got a lot of variety, and you obviously do a good job in the classroom. Talk about your family and pushing you to say, hey, be a good student, but also enjoy athletics.
Yeah. Well, my dad, he's a big part. He's a big motivator to me. He's always says school, sports first. They always come first with everything. Well, my mom, like, she went back to school, so that also motivates me to do better in school, and sports as well. Sports and school, they balance each other out. Like, it's like an endless cycle. Sports motivates me to do better in school. School motivates me to work harder in sports.
Well, you're a busy young lady, and of course you're getting ready for a big soccer year, so good luck here in your senior season.
Thank you.
Olivia Gregory joining us from the Wallenpaupack Girls Soccer team, and Olivia, let's talk a little bit about your role on the team. What's the expectations to say, hey, Gregory, let's go?
Well, I am the goalkeeper, so I can see everything on the field, so I'm expected to be able to tell anyone like what they need to do or what they could be doing better because I can see it all.
I guess you don't mind pressure. There's got to be some pressure being a keeper.
Oh, definitely. I remember our league game last year. We had to play Abington for the championship, and we went to PKs, and we ended up losing, and it was a heartbreaker. But those pressure situations are definitely a lot of fun, get my adrenaline going.
Talk about your teammates picking you up when times when you need it, or maybe you're picking them up as well.
They're definitely some of my best friends. There's no one else I'd rather be on the field with. They really do. We can yell at each other when we need to pick it up. Like, we know each other enough to know when someone is slacking. They rarely do slack though, and we just work really well together. We have a lot of team chemistry.
How about the fun, the camaraderie, whether it's getting together after a game or the night before a game? Talk about maybe some things that you ladies try to do there at Paupack.
In preseason, we always have a team sleepover at Mackenzie Turner's house. She's got a pool, we have campfires. Definitely a lot of fun. We can just get together and be friends on and off the field, and our relationships are just really well together. And also during preseason, our coaches will set aside a team day for us where we just play games and do fun things and have a cookout at our fields.
It's all good stuff. You're a three-sport athlete, so quite busy, much like one of your teammates. Talk about being you.
During softball season, I'll be playing travel basketball, and in the summer I play travel softball. So I'm always on the move, barely any free time, but I really wouldn't have my life any other way. I really do enjoy doing all the sports that I do.
And being around all these girls and being able to do that, when you live at Wallenpaupack, there's probably some travel time involved, right?
Yeah, we have, well, a lot of us will sleep on bus rides, but we can also just talk about anything or get hyped for big games. We have a lot of time to just do even homework. We all just kind of do our own thing. Talk
about some role models in your life. I think some elder siblings always help, but talk about your parents as well.
Definitely my older sister Caitlin, especially academically. She's always done so well throughout school. She goes to the University of Pittsburgh. She's made Dean's List. I've just always wanted to be like her since I was little. She's always been my role model. And my dad, I don't know how many of my games he's missed. I could probably count it on one hand. He's just always been there for me, trying to correct me after a game, always picking me up after losses, and he's just truly my #1 fan.
Well, it's always great to have that #1 fan, and I'm sure you'll have the family out to support you. How about the academic side? Who pushes you there as well when you got to get after those tests?
Definitely my mom. My mom's always on top of my report card, always looking at my grades, asking me about my tests, making sure I'm doing everything I have to do, and she always praises me when I do well in school.
Well, it sounds like you got your act together, and it sounds like you have a bright future. As far as academically, you have a thought next year on what you may want to do?
I want a dual major in elementary education and special education.
Well, it's a fine career, and very noble, and of course we wish you the best in those decisions going forward, okay?
Thank you.
Continuing the conversation with the Wallenpaupack Girls Soccer team, Courtney Mooney is with us. And Courtney, let's talk about your starting position out there on the field. Where do you play? And talk about some people around you.
I play right midfield, and in the center is Sam Kiliani. She really holds the whole team together. And Amber Lutz is on the left, and Rachel Turgeon, a returning junior, is our striker.
Talk about what you like about the game of soccer, something that you seem like you're pretty serious about.
Yeah, I love soccer. I love it's a team sport, and we're all really, really close. We've all been playing all together since we were really little, like 5 years old. So we've grown up together with the sport, and we all love it together. Yeah.
Coaching staff is back, and of course talk about them pushing you and trying to get the most out of you.
Yeah, Coach Skolenko has been my coach since middle school, so I've been with her basically the whole time, and she's really pushed me to be my best with my crosses, turning my hips. She's always like there for me, and Coach Sedano is always there for me. She's always with us through tough times and through wins and losses.
Overall, your love of the game, what are some things about the game of soccer? I mean, you got to be in great shape. You have to have some toughness. You got to have some camaraderie about you. You got to work as a team. There's a lot to it.
I love soccer. It's a year-round sport for me, so I'm always, at least 3 times a week, always playing soccer. It really keeps me in shape, keeps me healthy, always running around, also keeps me in shape for preseason school soccer. I've made some of my best friends through soccer, and not only do I love playing myself, I love watching soccer, and I've also helped my little sister to also love soccer just as much as I do.
Track and field is another sport that you do. Talk about what you like about it and the events you compete in.
Okay, so I used to play softball actually in middle school, but my friends convinced me to play track in high school, and I loved it, and I started competing in the 110 hurdles and the 300 hurdles. And this past year, Coach has also pushed me to try the long jump, which I also love.
Well, awesome. As far as your next step for you, talk about what you're thinking about for 2018.
For college, I have some options to play soccer in college. I have some coaches looking at me that I've been in contact with for the past 6 months or so, coming to my tournaments, keeping in contact. I actually guest played in a tournament for a college coach for his club team a few weekends ago, so I got to be in contact with other girls that are possible recruits, and then also looking for more private schools on the West Coast also as an option, like USC, for if soccer doesn't work out.
It sounds like you got some great options, and I think you're pretty excited about this year, so we wish you the best with the Wallenpaupack Lady Buckhorns.
Thank you.